choosing.
All right. Hello. Happy Thursday. Welcome in. See what's up. What's up? Appreciate you guys hanging out late. It was a bit of a late start. Had a virtual USA Flying Club meeting that started at my normal stream time. A great meeting, and got a lot of stuff talked about. Had a lot of good conversation going on there at the end, but I decided it was time to do some flying. We've got Rock Valkyrie sitting next to us there. We are on the ground here at Wellington, getting ready to do a two-hopper here. We're going to go down to Christchurch to start, and then from Christchurch we're going to end up down here in Queenstown. I don't know how they say it in New Zealand, but anyway, it's we're going to be doing it non-RNF style in the BGT F27 Friendship, the Fokker 27. And speaking of the devil, there's our friend Rock Valkyrie. So we're departing runways 16 today. We're going to be out off of the Wellington, towards the Woodbourne VOR, and then we're going to turn down the coastline here, head to the Christchurch VOR, and landing on runway 2. That's the plan anyway. I think we might have some ATC. I see center here, and I'm not 100% sure, so I might have to message him. Just see if he is the person that we need to talk to, and I'll let you know what I find out from him. Rob, do you know by chance whether he controls this or not? I don't know. But anyway, let's go ahead. We'll get set up here. This is the freeware F27 from Benoit Garant, and he says, all right, yes indeed, he sure does. So we'll be giving him a call here. I did file the flight plan. And anyway, this has received some love. He's updated it a couple times, and there's just a ton of community mods already for it. There's a bunch of liveries, and then I've got an enhanced texture pack, and it just really is turning into quite a fun little aircraft. So I'm gonna keep flying it. I'm looking forward to this. So let's see, what do we need here? We need to get our payload weight and balance set here. It looks to me like we're gonna need, oh gosh, I need to refile here. I need to refile. So it suggests that you use the Fokker 50 as your profile, and then you just have to make a quick adjustment here. So like you're supposed to add like another whatever 50% to your time. So if it's, let's say it's 50 minutes, we're going to add 25 to that, so we're going to be like around an hour and 15 minutes or so probably. And 18,000 is okay. I think we're going to go, yeah, 18,000 is fine. Yeah, let's go to 20. Why not? 20,000. And I'm going to do another little non-RNAV capable. And then I also want to promote the stream here, so we can make some new New Zealand friends. Oh, flight plan is locked. So I'm going to wait and see if he can unlock that for me. And then in the meantime, I will go ahead and He's just asking what needs to be changed. So, all right. So anyway, back to payload. Here we are. Let's see. We need 7,000 pounds of fuel. And actually, the way that this does it, it does it by the distance that we're traveling. So this total distance for this route is about 200. So we're gonna just scroll wheel up on that, and 200 is going to be our flight level, and we're going to call this a regional traffic. I don't know if that honestly matters, but ooh, it only gives us, yeah. So the weight and balance, this is the more accurate. SimBrief is telling us we need 7,000 plus pounds, but this is saying we need 3,800, and it's good to not overload this aircraft because she's not the most powerful bird in the hen house. So we're looking to roll it out here at about 102 today, and that sounds good. So that's all set. And all right, I think all the doors, everything's closed. Yep, I do have external power going right now, which is fine. We're going to, and the V speeds are set. Parking brake is set as well. And I'm almost getting to where I know where some of these buttons are. So I'm going to go to, right now we are on external power. So I'm going to 0.34, one of our stream friends, who I don't know if he's able to watch or not. He's had some button irregularities here. So I'm just going to do this part for him. So for the battery 0.34, what I'm getting is if I click in the spots, it will go up and down, and also if I scroll wheel up and down, it will respond. Then I know you were having trouble also with this, and it's the same way. I can either click or I can scroll wheel. So any of these buttons that have a three-way switch, you can do both. Now these guys that are only one way, the scroll wheel doesn't work. You just a click on and a click off type of thing. So all right. So he's just changed that for me, which is cool. And there's good fixings. Hello, I got the nav lights on. We're going to put the passenger signs on here as well. So anyway, Tim, I hope that helps. I mean, I hope that helps you in your troubleshooting process, because I know you were having some strangeness happening with your click spots. So we're going to put the fuel pumps on here. Just clicking on those, turning them on. And what else do I need here? Do I need any? I'm not sure how my lighting is going to be. What is it? It's morning here, right? So I might get some of that tough kind of morning sun. Or maybe it's midday. Gosh, I don't even know. It's maybe getting a little bit more like midday, but we're going to... I think actually what I'm going to do, since I'm on ground power, I'm going to go ahead and get my clearance, and then we'll get started up and we'll get ready to go here. So the guy we need to talk to is over there on 2930. And all right, are we on there? I believe we are on there. No ATIS here, so we're just going to give him a call here. I'm not sure what I call him either. Christchurch Control, maybe? I don't know. Center, good afternoon. New Zealand 816 with an IFR request down to Christchurch. Christchurch Control. And Christchurch Control, no, New Zealand 816. Every time you have something like this, you're always wondering about, yeah, everything's working good on my end. So, Hopefully he's oh, 2370 is actually what he messaged me, so hold that thought here. So I'm seeing a different frequency on VPilot. So Rob, if you're watching, 2370 is what he messaged me. So let me spin that up there. That explains why I'm not hearing anything. Okay. Christchurch Control. Good afternoon. New Zealand 816 IFR to Christchurch.
New Zealand 816 cleared Christchurch, planned route, flight level 200, via Wellington 1 Charlie, radar departure, and squawk 5646.
Cleared to Christchurch via the planned route, flight level 200. It's the Wellington 1 Charlie departure and squawk 5646, New Zealand 816.
New Zealand 816, correct. The Wellington QNH 1017.
Okay. All right. So let's we'll get that kind of looked at here, and before we get anything started, because I was not anticipating any kind of a departure, but there we go. Wellington 1 Charlie.
Project Control Sierra Kilo Bravo, right point 6,200.
All right, looks to me like this is going to be all right, off a 16 turn on a 150 heading. Got to keep it below 6,000, and then we'll get radar vectors to where we're going. So hopefully we'll be cleared direct to Woodbourne, because then we should be able to track that. It's 44 miles, and we should be able to pick that VOR up. If not, we'll just get a vector, and we'll kind of dead reckon it until we get close to that. So okay, track 160. Yeah, okay, very good. Oh, so we got to go 160 till 2 miles away from the Wellington VOR, then we go 150. All right. Okay, beautiful. So we'll need that Wellington VOR, which is 112.30. And we will have to have that BRDME as well. All right, awesome. And then we did get a squawk code here, 5161. Sweet. And we're on, and okay, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Yeah, yes, sir. So we're going to put the blowout switch to start. We're going to start on the starboard. We are going to take a look here at our dart trim calculator. QNH was what did I say? Or he said QNH was 1017. Let's get that set first so we know what our altitude is. Basically, like not much, maybe 50 feet, and our outside temperature. So we're 0 and 0 basically. So that means I don't have to make any adjustment here. I can't get myself down any farther, so I'm going to go with a dart trim of 10 when I do start the engine. So that's good. All right, let's see. We're going to take this guy. I wish I had a way still to map this so I could animate it instead of grabbing it awkwardly, but that's okay. And yeah, we're ready. That guy come around. All right, that's good. And we're just going to go to full decrease on that. And I think we're ready to rock here. A little bit of a, yeah, not too bad actually. Stayed in the green. We'll take that. All right. I hope I haven't missed too much chat here because I've been busy doing this and doing that. Stream title says, yeah, I'm going to end up in Queenstown. So I'm going to Christchurch for the first leg there, good fixins. So the stream title is a little bit disruptive. Oh, and that's a wrong route. Hold the phone here. Here's what I'm doing this first route, guys. Sorry. I should update this. This is my current leg here, so that's what she looks like. All right, beautiful. But I just thought I'm always so bad about changing the title when I get down on the ground somewhere and I forget to do that. So find out. Here comes the datum. But I will fix that on the in the chat bot here. Okay, that should be updated. Sweet. All right, I'm liking that. That looks like a very good start. We can go ahead and put that back to safe. And now let's see. We've got to turn the inverters on. We are going to go ahead and get the... yeah, there's the Jenny's on.
Which will be closing on the half hour.
And we're going to go to... so about 5 minutes is all. Shoot. But I understand. Got things to do, man. And then, let's see, alternators coming on. All that stuff's got to be turned on. We'll do a little bit of lighting. It has really nice lighting, and I think that part of that might be the mod that we get with the texture. I think it increases the lighting as well. That Christchurch Control New Zealand 816. Do I need to request push to start from you?
You will when you're ready for that, yes.
All right. We are currently, looks like stand 18 and requesting push and start.
New Zealand 816. Push and start is approved.
Push to start approved, New Zealand 816. All right. So I lied. We're at stand 16. So here's what we're doing. We're going to push, and I think I'll push back and kind of, I think I'll try to turn my tail around all the way around to the right so we can just kind of, well, you know what? No, I'm just going to go straight back because we might get Bravo 7 down to Alpha. All right, sounds good. Let's do it. Okay. Jetway, has it been disconnected yet? Looks like it has. Park brake can be released. And is our tug connected? It is. Oh, the main door is still open. Hold on for a second, guys. I didn't realize that. That's over here. Door. Oh, no, it's closing now. I think I just reopened it. There we go. All right. Hello, Tim. I did a little quick check at the beginning of the stream, by the way, to let you know about those switches on the top. So I'll let you can go back and watch that. The short version is my click spots both work, as well as the scroll wheel on all the three-way switches. So I'm not sure you got some kind of a conflict or something, obviously, but yeah, I don't know exactly what else is happening there. And let's see. Oh, an Iowa Scotsman is here. Very nice. Hi, Ron. Welcome in. All right, I think we're probably far enough. We'll stop right there. Press the brakes, set the brakes, release the tug, and all right, let's just quickly, after start, we got the battery on the airplane, the gens are on, inverters on, alts are on, passenger signs, Radio Master. So we do need to...
Christchurch Control, November 114 Whiskey Papa at the Fuel Depot, Wellington, IFR to Christchurch.
November 114 Whiskey Papa, cleared to Christchurch, planned route flight level 180. The Agraw 1 Quebec departure, Venom transition, squawk 5177.
Okay, so we're 160 initially. And then...
cleared to Christchurch, flight planned route flight level 180.
At 2...
Agraw 1 Quebec departure, Venom transition, squawk 5177, 114 Whiskey Papa.
November 114 Whiskey Papa, correct. See Wellington QNH 1017.
At 2 dB, we turn left. All right, now I'm going to do
Control,
this.
New Zealand 190, request IFR to Christchurch.
New Zealand 190, cleared Christchurch, planned routes at 2,000 feet. The Agraw 1 Quebec departure, Venom
Woodbourne,
transition,
15.6.
squawk 5307.
Just want to make sure we're picking this up before I
Alright, we're cleared to
get
Christchurch.
crazy here, and it looks like we are. Awesome.
Agraw 1 Quebec, Venom transition.
All right, our TGTs are good.
307, New Zealand 190.
Everything else is green here, so that's good.
Correct. Wellington QNH 1017.
Don't need de-icing. I'm going to set the pressurization. Over here, whoops, let me come over here to this view, and we're going flight level 200. So I'm actually a little bit over that right now, so I think that's where I flew last night. So that's, yesterday, or 2 nights ago. So that's already good. All right, altimeter set, headings check, controls, thing working like it should, I believe. And all right, we're going to set the flaps to 11.5 here. That's 1 click. And we're going to just check our trims here. Yep, zeroed out. Everything's zeroed out. Okay, we're ready. We are ready. Christchurch Control, Air New Zealand 816 is ready for taxi.
New Zealand 816, taxi to holding point Alpha 1, via Bravo 6 and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 1, Bravo 6 Alpha, Air New Zealand 816. All right, so it's a little bit of a... I can make that turn. I'll try not to hit you there, Rob, and I'm not sure where you are, Brett, so I'll do my best. This thing is a cool ground handling airplane. It's nice and stable. Not too jerky and herky, you know what I mean? Takes a minute to get going because, again, it doesn't have the most powerful engines in the world, but once we do, watch out. We're coming at you 180 knots of F27 Fury. Well, Tim, I hope you figured out, because, I mean, there's nothing worse than having a plane that is working for your friends and it's not working for you, and it's like, what do I do? What have I done? Here's Bravo 6. Oh boy, she feels heavy. I'm not sure. She's not wanting to go. Have anything connected to it? I don't think so. Not dragging a GPU unit or something, it might not. We'll be okay. Clear left. Clear right. We're going to go down Alpha here to holding point Alpha 1, which is all the way down to the end, which we will need. It's not the longest runway, so we'll need all of it to get to 102. I almost wonder Here's our 6,000 foot runway. I wonder if I should try a wet takeoff. I don't think I'm heavy enough. I don't think it would do anything. Yeah, we'll just go with it. Yeah. Oh, here comes somebody inbound. That's nice. This is just a gorgeous approach. Is it going around? He's floating. Hey, hey, JPC. Nice meeting today, by the way. A little bit of a crosswind here. Kind of quartering down the runway a bit, but that is a very straight out windsock. Nah, man, you know, you don't, the thing I like about you is you don't call a lot of meetings. When you do, we've got good stuff to talk about, and you give people a chance to voice their opinions, and tend to be really, really good. That's right. It's that's the Virtual USA Fly Club after party. What's up, Kevin? All right, so here we go. Everything looks good for takeoff. Christchurch control. New Zealand 816 is short of 16, ready for departure.
New Zealand 816, runway 16, line up.
Line up runway 16, New Zealand 816. Okay, those are coming on. This is all good here. Let's do it. Not too late, Kevin. Hop in here. We're going Wellington down to Christchurch, and then we're going to go Christchurch to Queenstown. Oh boy, did I botch the arrival into Queenstown when I did my practice flight here a couple days ago. Ooh, goodness. Oofty doofty.
New Zealand 816, airborne, fly heading 190, runway 16, cleared for takeoff.
Airborne, fly heading 190 and cleared for takeoff 16, Air New Zealand 816. Okay, 190, we'll adjust that here. Look how nice and steady that is. It's not jumpy and herky and jerky. All right, so 190. That's a bit of a right-hand turn, which will help us out a little bit, actually. 180, 190, right there. All right, sweet. I'm looking for 1420 on the RPMs. Hopefully no more than about 520 on the temps. Lights are out. That's a good thing. There's 1420. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. Ooh, boy, that wind is pushing, pushing, pushing. There's 80 knots. 90. 100. Get a little light. And rotate. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Looking for 140. Pitch to 140. Don't worry, Mike, I won't forget to go back to lever climb. She doesn't climb fast here, so we're just kind of letting it do its thing. All right. Speed check flaps coming up. We're going to start that turn 190. Nothing over there. No people or airplanes or terrain. just like how it's just a stable platform. And I don't know if this is the way the real plane is, but this sim, this add-on, everything is just so smooth and just stable. Like, it's a cool feeling airplane. I really want that Just Flight F28 now. Okay, I'm not getting 140 quite yet. About 128, so just keep the nose down. A little past 190. I'm glad that Rob and Brett are both flying RNAV, because that way I'll be out of their way a little bit here, because they're going to be a lot,
Control, November 114 Papa, ready for taxi.
be a lot faster than me.
November 114 Whiskey Papa, taxi to
Alright.
point Mike 4.
I think we're good about right
Point Mike
there.
4, 114 Papa.
So we're going to go autopilot, heading mode. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and put the prop sync on here. And continual climb here. What do we need? Yeah, I can adjust the dart trim if I get above. Yep, so I'm right at the edge. If I get above that.
Cylinder 816, verify squawking mode Charlie.
Oh, my apologies. I thought we were, but we'll double check that. Uh-oh.
Christchurch Control, New Zealand 190.
Well,
Start, stand 17.
I'm going to have to just manually do that.
Is approved.
I don't know. Well, Tim, there you go. Maybe I'm having my first little button issue.
Cylinder 816, thanks, identified, verify your altitude passing.
New Zealand Air 816, we're climbing 3,500.
Cylinder 816, I thank you. Climb to flight level 200. You can turn right heading 260 to join your course for Woodburn.
All right, up to 200 and heading 260 to join the course to Woodburn, New Zealand 816. All right, guys. Let's do this thing. This is a controller that knows what I'm battling here. And this is pretty cool, because there are like a lot of places in, well, a lot of outside the U.S. airspaces. Like there are fewer and fewer VORs to be found. So it's really cool that ATC is basically staying up to date on all of that stuff. 1560 is the DME. All right, so how are we doing? We're picking everything up. Good. And I am... It's a 231 outbound course is what I was looking for initially. But what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to... Oops. Hold on. 260. I'm just going to set this thing to track direct. Wherever that is. I'm guessing it'd be pretty close to 260.
Clear for takeoff 16, we'll report airborne.
Alright. And actually, so what he's done, I think I want to fly it this way, guys.
Christchurch Control, New Zealand.
This is cool. So this is a little thing that he's done that you don't get a lot from ATC these days. So he could have easily cleared us direct to Woodbourne because we could pick it up. But what he's clearing us to is flying this track, this outbound track to Woodbourne. So I'm going to go ahead and stay with it, and we'll just intercept that. And that's pretty dang awesome. I like this guy. Fire Sandy, what's up? Outside view, you got it. And you snuck in on me. Also, GC Impreza for the win. Hello. There she is in all her glory. And I hope I didn't miss anybody else here as well. If I did, I apologize. Good to see you. Let's see. I think I said hello to .34, and them's my shoes, and jet pilot Sonata May, Iowa Scotsman in the house, Good Fixins, Rock Valkyrie, and anybody else. Hello, welcome, great to see you. Happy Thursday. How about that for a view, huh? This is one of the parts of the world that I would love to visit.
Howdy, Texas one flight boy.
And there he is. Texas 1 Flyboy. Down to like
November 114 Whiskey Papa through 1000, climbing.
barely 30 days
November
left, I think.
114 Whiskey Papa, identified. Track to Venom, climb to flight level 180.
Guy's my hero.
Alright, direct to Venom.
Alright, so we've almost intercepted the outbound. We're about 32 miles out. This DME counter could be the number of days you have left, TFB. We should do a TFB DME counter for days left of work. 29. Oh, we totally got to set this up for you, TFB, somehow. Some way, some shape. Because then when you're done, I'll start using it. Alright. So now here's one of the shortcomings of this plane. So some, and maybe this is just the autopilot.
Control is now closing. There's nothing further. Continue with Unicom 122.8. Happy flying, g'day.
Thanks for the ATC. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Decimal 8. I love those guys. Alright. But what I was about to show you is the intercept here is going to be like, this doesn't look like it's that far off, right? But I'm going to go ahead and click to the VOR nav, and it's a pretty abrupt, like it's a max turn to kind of get there. You can see the bank angle. I mean, it took us clear out there. Again, that might be a limitation of the autopilot, but a lot of autopilots will stay on heading mode until it intercepts the outbound, or the radio, whatever it is, and then it'll turn on that. This one, you can see it kind of chased it to find it, and then it turned back on. Just a little thing. But anytime you have any kind of a course change, that's whoops, sort of what you get. There she goes. She grabbed it, and we're on our way. So 29 to the Woodbridge VOR, and then we turn south from there. you have a counter, texas1flyboy.com. Oh, we got to go there. We got to go there. Let's look at this guy. Yes, indeed. My goodness. Dude. NFS Expo. Oh, dude. That's way cool. That is way cool. I love it. I love it. Iowa Scotsman, you'll be there at some point. Although, I don't know. Ron, I get the feeling that you're one of those guys that, like, you just flat, you just love what you're doing and just want to keep doing it. And that's cool too, man. I had a lot of guys that were like that I grew up with, and yeah, they just kept working. They're like, yeah, age is just a number, man. I'm just gonna keep working and doing all that stuff. That's good too. All right, my airspeed has come down just a little bit, so since we're in attitude mode right now, we can just do a little I'll keep an eyeball on my climb here. I'm going to bump it down to 500 or so. I'd like to keep this at about 140 if I could, and I can't really go any farther. I have a flight director too. I forgot about. Sometimes it's nice to keep that out, but we're gonna, we'll just keep it out for now. Anyway, I can't really give any more on the throttle because I'm peaked out at the temps. So about all I can do is just nose it over, and then as it gets airspeed, as it gets up over 140, it'll resume the climb a little bit. Just more flow over the wings, all that kind of stuff. It presses counters at 35. I remember. You've got a minimum of another 4 years. Oh boy. If I were to, I'd like to work. So I'm trying to find something kind of part-time. I'd like to do about another 9 or 10 years of that, you know? Just, I want to keep working and put some money away. And then when my wife is ready to retire, that's when I'll fully retire. Yeah, man. Yeah, we all started there, right? Every single one of us, we were there. There we go. That looks good. And so we'll just watch this guy right now. It'll probably start creeping back up to around 1,000 feet per minute. And we're 20 miles from our turn. And time to go back out here. And hold on, I can make it even better. Just look at this beautiful New Zealand countryside. I haven't been in that Malibu in a long time. Probably would too. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Actually, it's holding the climb right now, and we're only going up to 200. So once we get up there, we do end up getting between 180 and 190 on the knots, and not sure what kind of wind we're getting here today, but yeah, TFB, I'm kind of that way. I don't love my job anymore, I'll be honest with you, but there's parts of it I love. But I'm with you. It's time for the next generation to come in and start teaching. The kids are changing, and so I think teachers need to change with them. And when you get to a certain age, you kind of get into your routines and your rhythms. You kind of, like, you know what you have done, the way you've taught. Even if you're trying to grow as a professional, you know, you still just kind of have your comfort zone. And sometimes it's just nice for people to come in and give fresh perspective. You know what I have not done is I have not turned on the pitot. It's not really it's summer down here, so it's not like I think I need it, but put that on. And yeah, if you're ever at night, by the way, this is your critical switch right here. These lights, these are awesome. This is the one that gives you the entire dome. But love the night lighting in this plane. And yeah, like I said, I before this, I never had flown really any kind of a Fokker at all. And now I just like, I don't know. I'm just like, I'd like to try that Just Flight. And it's a much more modern plane, but it's still not very modern. I mean, it's still all analog, is from what I understand, and like no VNav, LNav kind of stuff. But So you're going the opposite of me, TFB. You'd love to get in a little part-time teaching role, yeah, to pass on some knowledge, yeah, yeah. Whereas I'm ready to, like, I'm just ready to do something different. I've been teaching and coaching for 30 years, and I kind of like to just see what else is out there. You know, I don't know what that is. Something will come up. Like I tell people, there's got to be something out there for a guy that's kind of good at a lot of things, but not great at any one thing. And no, full-time simming is not going to be that job. I don't want. I've always said that you know, people that say, you know, do what you love to do, and then you'll never work a day in your life. I kind of don't think that's necessarily the best advice. My advice is let your job be your job and let your hobbies be your hobbies. So, like, I mean, I've seen lots of people that are like, oh, I love photography. I want that to be my job, because then I'll never feel like I go to work. And then it just ends up being like, when it becomes a career, it becomes something completely different. And all of a sudden, when you make it not your hobby and something that you're like relying on as a means of income, it changes your outlook on photography. Yeah, I do what I do so I can afford to do the things I love. And Preza, that's a perfect way to put that. But I can remember, like, in college, I loved playing golf growing up. I loved it. And so in college, I got this job working on a golf course. And I thought, man, this is going to be awesome, because I was just doing greenskeeper stuff, you know, mowing and raking bunkers and cleaning stuff up and, you know, whatever needed to be done, basically trimming trees and laying water lines and all that stuff, right? Golf course management. And I thought, this is going to be awesome, because all the greenskeepers in the state had this agreement that, oh gosh, I just overflew my point. Oops. Did I go way past? No, I'm in the cone of confusion right now. Hold that thought. I need to turn 1/8 tree. So let's do that. Let's go here. 1/8 tree, and I'm probably going to have to go a little past it. Let's go to heading mode here. And I'll actually maybe go like 180. I'll change this to 183. I should have anticipated that just a little bit more. I may have to go a little past. Let's go like 170 here to re-intercept. So anyway, all the golf course soups, like, they have these agreements, and you can basically play golf anywhere in the state for free. You know, you just got to get there. So I had access to every golf course in my state that could have played on my days off. And I tell you what, by the end of the summer, I was so sick and tired of being on a golf course. I played less golf that year than I ever have played. And I'm like, yeah, it's a lesson there. Got other friends that loved to hunt, and they thought, be an outfitter, right? That'd be great. Be a guide. And it just, like, soured them on the whole experience. They don't like to fish. They don't like to hunt on their free time, because they did it for a living and for clients, and did all the crap work there. And anyway, I digress. I think you guys get my point. As 10 Minutes to Landing would say, thanks for attending, or thanks for watching my TED Talk. All right, good news. Oh, hey, we're not far off. Let's rearm and let's get going. We are almost to our cruising altitude, which means that we will be able to get going a little quicker and try to keep up with our friends Rob Valkyrie. I don't know what Rob's flying. I know Fixie's in the M500. Hey, let's do this. We got to do this also. Oh, I've already got them added as friends. So Fixie is doing, yep, the P46 turbine. Rob is in the AT76. I don't know what that is. Is that the ATR? Is that what that is? So we'll be comparable. You'll be a little faster, I think. Yeah, 260. True. What am I doing true? What's it showing? Right now, yeah. I'll be up close to 220 probably. Ground speed what time it's all said and done, unless I've got a horrible headwind. Whiskey Papa, you might be the, well, maybe not. You're about 197. So, anyway. Very cool. Look at all those big heavies coming our way. I love it. ATR 72-600. Nice. Rob, what do you think of that plane? I mean, I've heard mixed results on it. Hey, I see that the I see that the Aerosoft CRJs are getting an update. A firm, Impreza. You do indeed. All right, I'm gonna get ready to go. I gotta zoom in. I'm getting some glare. Yeah, the bar on the right here. This is my alt hold. Thought about the Q400. That's way faster than this. That Q400 is still. That sucker's. That's 350. Easy. But yeah, what a fun plane. Still be on the ground trying to get it going. Nah, come right back to you, buddy. Okay, so level out, and let's do a little cruise checklist here. I want my power to be, yeah, my temps are pretty cool actually right now. They're supposed to be no more than 500, but I think this is the green range here. This is the normal range, so we're running pretty cool, which means that I don't necessarily have to back off the power here, but I'm going to pull back just a little bit. Just a bit. There you go, like right in the middle. I don't need to be going too fast. More speed. This is one of those that's the opposite of that, right? This is one of those where we just want to take your nice and easy. Nice and easy. We're not in a hurry. Feel like I need to perhaps refill. I've got some coffee, I've got some water. I don't know what I want right now. They both are tasting really good right now, if you know what I mean. All right, yeah, creeping up here, like I say, we'll be somewhere up 190-ish. Anybody have any kind of the wind? Actually, it looks like we're into a bit of a headwind here, which makes sense because we departed southbound. But when we get down to Christchurch, we're actually landing northbound. The wind's out of the east. Here's our weather at Christchurch right now. Overcast at 2,900. QNH is 1018. So we're going to have to, might as well take a minute here while we're at cruise. We're going to have to figure out what instrument approach we want. Let's see what they offer. We were told to expect runway 2. All right, so let's go back in here and let's look for these approaches. So I can shoot an ILS localizer DME. There's a VOR. There's an ILS. So the DME approaches are kind of cool because you fly this arc, right? Like we come in over here at 13-mile arc, and you bring it around town, SpongeBob style. This is an OR. This here is strictly a VOR approach. Yeah, and then this one here, I don't know, this is an ILS DME November. I don't know what the difference is. This is a 13-mile DME approach. And this is it's 13. 1099. What is the difference? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me the difference? Oh, here's a Sierra. We'll have to do some research on that on the other side, but we'll be taking one of those. You know, that's possible, I guess, Impreza. I don't know. I don't know enough about this airplane. She's a kind of a skinny little booger, but that's kind of a cool view. I might need a screenshot of that. Hold on here. That's what beautiful country. Holy cow. Alright, so the problem with flying a DME arc is trying to figure out where the heck to intercept that said arc. So I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to just tell you my thought process here. So we're going to need to come out here. So I'm going to set the an outbound 270 or an inbound 090 here, and try to intercept. So it's the 295 radial. Okay, and I gotta try to intercept it here at 13. So what I don't know how I'm gonna do is like at what point and where do I kind of vector myself out here to where I get to that. So I may not exactly hit this spot out here, but if I can be there by Ugeki, so like if I'm too far out, I'll try to turn in and try to get to 13 by Ugeki. So by the 235 radial, I need to be where I'm supposed to be. And if I'm the other way, if I'm too close, I can widen out and make that turn. So Ugeki is really going to be my spot. And then I ultimately need to be down to 2,000 by Idubu when we're turning home. All right, cool. So I'm going to say, and this is saying 2,000 as well. So I'm going to try to get myself down to 2,000. A little, pretty close to when I would be getting to Christchurch. And this may be completely the wrong way to shoot this approach, but it's going to be fun no matter what. All right, let's get back inside the flight deck here. So, all right, I got 15.6. So I'm outbound here. So I'm going to put 15.3 over here in nav 2, and this is going to be my. I'm gonna set a 295 outbound. All right, stay with me here, guys. 295, and I can do that right here, actually. I don't even know if this is possible with this plane, to be honest with you. All right, but we're going to be looking at this, and or sorry, 295. Yeah, 295 outbound. So when we get closer to Christchurch, this is going to come alive, and currently we're tracking the outbound DME, so we'll switch over to that as well. So this will kind of be our like, how close are we to intercepting the arc, and then we hopefully can track it inbound by a gentle left-hand turn until we get in, and then this, on this side, then what we'll have to do is we'll have to go to 1099. Yeah, because that's the inbound course for the localizer, 1099. All right, yeah, I think this might work. I'm planning runway 2, good fixins. The winds right now that I see, I'm kind of doing the cheater method here. The winds that I see are 060 at 12. So that's, Simbrief was thinking runway 2. Is there a better runway? Possibly. You know, I didn't even think about that. Let's look. No, not really. 060, so it's wind's just coming kind of from the east here. I mean, runway 11 is maybe better for the wind. What do I have for 11? I have any kind of I have an RNP. See, I can't shoot that. So runway 11 is off limits for me. I'm gonna have to be runway 2. All right, here we are, 173-ish across the ground. This is the guy that I think I need. A lot of similarities, I think, between the two planes. Obviously, the F-28's a generation later. Look at that cabin, and that flight deck. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Jet engines, obviously. A little bit more of an advanced, I guess, avionics there. But you're taking care of all your LNAV, VNAV stuff by yourself. I just think it looks great. Just Flight has done such a good job with their aircraft. Yeah, full Simbrief integration, which is cool. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. But 70 bones. Whew. Oofta. That's a lot. That's a lot of cabbage. Cat lady, get it. Holding off, man. Discipline. I'm the picture. You could see me right now, and you looked up discipline in Wikipedia, you'd see the same picture. I did make a couple of flight sim related purchases though yesterday, by the way, and I'm going to keep it a secret. I will reveal them on stream, live on stream. We're about to have a TWAS here, you guys. What's up?
Whoop, whoop, pull up. 3.
That's no worries, man.
I'm the fish finder.
It is getting a little more overcast, though, the farther south we get. To be sure. Okay, so I do need to kind of keep track here. So we're still tracking outbound, fine. Oh, and I do have, okay, cool. So we can turn our airplane inbound now. Yeah, probably need to do this. Let's go to heading mode. There is no transition point on this, so we're just gonna do it manually here. Change everything over. All right, cool. And yeah, we're pretty well on it, so I'm just going to pop back over to nav. Might make a little bit of a course correction. Yeah, a little tiny baby one. 62 miles. All right, so 2,000. So I need to lose 18. 18 times 3 is 54. So I am probably right about that place where I can start to descend. And let's do it, you guys. All right, descent checklist. So we throttle back to 11,000. We're going to turn the prop sync off. And there's 11. Prop sync is coming off. We are still locked out. What's my dart trim saying here? Now that I'm up. I probably could have been leaning out here because my temperatures have dropped a little bit. Right? What am I? I've lost my outside air temps minus 20, and I'm at 20,000 feet. All right, I'm gonna start down here. I'm getting a little slow. Let's look for about 1,500 feet per minute. So 20 below and 20,000 feet. What would that give me, just out of curiosity? Because I didn't really change this. So, so I could have went. So it really only, like, I can't. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? I'm turning this to 20 above. So I'm still like 20 below is over here, and 20,000 feet is, so it would just be an estimate. I don't know how you would do that. How would you estimate? I don't even know. But I could have done a little bit of fuel trim. Might have been a little bit more fuel efficient. I'm still learning the dart trim. Yeah, but in theory, I could have come back slightly. But one of the big jobs, as I've learned, so the developer actually reached back out. I had a question about that, the dart trim there, the datum, and he reached back out to me and kind of explained the system a little bit. It's really cool. And one of the big jobs of this is to actually decrease fuel to your engines to decrease the temperatures. But as you can see, like, these things are running like almost too cold. Like, I'm worried that, are we icing up? So if I increase the datum in this, the dart trim, you can see that come up slightly. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to keep it full forward just because I don't want my engines to turn into a cube of ice here. The other thing I didn't do a good job of is in cruise, I should have pulled back these into the open position instead of leaving them locked out. So now that we're heading back down, I need to lock out anyway. So kind of missed those two steps, guys. It's not good on my part. All right. Now the other thing I want to do here is at about, I'm just going to randomly call it 40 miles. I'm going to vector myself, okay? I'm going to turn myself like 10 degrees right here. And maybe 200. And just try to get myself out to that, just try to get myself out to that DME arc. I wish Slant Alpha was here. He'd be able to tell me how to do this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. Let's go heading there, because what that's going to let me do, so I'm going to fly. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Let's do this. Let's fly kind of perpendicular to our intercept, and then we'll just see where it puts us. Hopefully somewhere near 13. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my screen here, on my dial, I'm going to put the localizer frequency. ILS DME runway 2 1099. And I don't even know. I wonder if we. I wonder if this stuff. What if that stuff, tell you what, we're gonna listen. I got this turned on to see if we can pick up the Morse code. And then my heading for this localizer is 016. So this guy is gonna not give me much information.
Untitled Chapter.
Okay, there we go. And a follow from Pat Dog. Pat Dog 35, hello. You related to Tim Dog 53 by chance? Thanks for the follow. This is Patrick. November 717 Tango. Hello. All right, down we go. And again, I'm looking for... So I'm kind of keeping an eye on both things here. I'm hoping this gets to be about 13. And when that gets centered up, then we're going to judge where we're at. And I'm just trying to remind myself here what we're doing. Okay, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but we want to be... Okay, so Ugeki, we want to be at 13. That's a 235. So as soon as I get lined up here, I'm going to spin this guy to 235, and I'm going to judge how far out I am. Hopefully, like I say, I'm somewhere close to 13. And I am not like, okay, I know I have this here, but I am trying not to cheat. And in fact, I'll turn this off. Can I turn that off? Okay, no, I don't want to turn off. Anyway, I'm trying not to look at my moving maps to see if I can do this.
Feels good to mingle with these laid-back country folk, don't it, Harry? I like it a lot.
10,000, and I do have... All right, so I also am gonna... I think I'm gonna stop descent. All right, I'm seeing some 7,100 foot restrictions here, so I'm gonna stop descent at... I'm gonna go down to... Lord, what am I doing? I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna kill us all. I'm gonna have to stop my descent here. What's this showing here? 7,300 if I get out here. 8,100. So I'm gonna stop my descent at 9,000 until I know exactly where I'm at, how close I am to getting on the arc, and then I'll descend from there. Because if I'm out over these mountains any, then I don't want to be below 8,000. There's 26 coming up, and I'm going to hand fly this bad boy here too, so I'll add all kinds of bad things to this deal. Hey, we've got a localizer. Alright, so let's level off. Look at we got our speed up above 200 there for a second as well. That's kind of cool. Alright, I'm clear of terrain. And I'm just keeping an eyeball over here to see when this guy lines up. Yeah. And probably the best part about it in Preza is I don't feel like I'm probably doing everything exactly right. So, not only are we winging it, but all right, now here we go. This guy is pointing to something. Could I be pointing at, I wonder if I have an NDB that I could tune in. No, I think it must...
Pull up. 3.
It must be pointing at the runway there. It must be pointing, which is roughly where... So when this lines up here, I should be a beam, and this should be getting pretty close. All right, we're doing okay. 22, and I like the fact that that's still coming down, because that means I'm gonna be cutting the corner pretty well, just right. I don't mind that my speed's kind of coming down here. I should make a radio call though, shouldn't I? Christchurch traffic, Air New Zealand 816 is 20 miles north of the field for inbound runway 2. Christchurch traffic. I should have said we're maneuvering. And I didn't report the altitude. That was not a very good check-in. I barely heard good fixins there. So wow, the distance thing is really something down here. All right, looking at both, they should kind of come together pretty close to what we want. You're out over the bay, okay. All right, there's 19. Every little bit helps. I'm getting a little slow now. I'm gonna speed back. I don't need to be, so I'm in flaps range right now, which is cool, but I don't quite need to be in flaps range just yet. I'm still 20 miles out. 235 is what I'm going to swing this guy around to. This guy over here, 235. That's what I need to be at 13 to fly the DME, and I'm going to try to work my way down to 2,000. Rob, I heard somebody, but I think it sounded like good fixins. I did hear your call, your radio call when you took off, though, from Wellington. So I do know that the radios are working. All right, we're getting there, guys. Again, it's a slow crawl here, but all right. Oh, that's still creeping down distance-wise, so that's good. And we may get lucky on this guy, which is totally estimating. We're heading into the clouds. Oh, I got the QNH at Christchurch right now. I'm showing 1018. I need to set the local 1018, so that's going to bump me up just a little bit here. Nice. Oh, I got a little ground contact there. That's good. I want to see those planes, because that means I'm roughly in the right spot. The mountains are, if I'm running into the mountains, I'm a little too far to the west there, guys. Oh, we got to be getting close. This is almost there. Is this guy moving yet? I don't think he is. Ooh, 16. We're getting closer. We need 13. We need 13. Come on, baby. I swear I think you're moving. He is moving. All right, cool. All right, so very good. So I'm a little far out, I think. I'm going to be a little bit too far out. That's okay. What did I say? 235 is where I got to, that's where I got to tune. All right. We're gonna have to cut the corner a little bit here to get on our 13-mile DME, and then we're gonna start to descend. And I'm gonna do all of this by hand. It's like Mr. Fokker would have wanted. What's Fokker's first name? Wait, tell me. Almost there. 16, so we're about 3 miles too wide, but that's not bad for just kind of estimating where I'm at. Okay, so what did I say, 235? Can't I remember these things? Okay, yep, 235. This is where I have to be at 13. All right, here we go, guys. Autopilot coming off. Start that turn. And we're gonna roughly try to keep this guy just off of our left here, because that, if that makes sense, that's kind of the needle in the middle of the circle here. Anthony, that's right, Anthony, good old Anthony. All right, let's start to descend here. Christchurch traffic, Air New Zealand 816 is maneuvering for the DME runway 2 approach. We're 16 miles to the northwest of the field at 9,000. Christchurch. All right, back to 11. Again, I need to come up, so I'm turning a little aggressively. I'm just trying to get this to come down though, so I'm like I've cut the corner probably enough. Let's level out here and let's let things. Let's let this catch up to us and this get to 13. I don't want to cut too far in. I also know there's a twist 10, turn 10 method, but that is that's something that you use if you're like using a little bit of autopilot help. And since I'm hand flying it, I'm just gonna try to wing it roughly, kind of, sort of roughly. All right, oh, my airspeed's coming down nicely, and heading into the clouds. There's 11,000. What else do I need here? No ATC. I'm going to minimize you. Descent here. Got the dart trims full. Decrease. I've got the HP levers at lockout. I don't have the rad alt set. It's okay. Close. We're getting close. No, not quite yet. There's 14. I'm gonna just hold the heading until this stops decreasing, because that way I know I'm getting closer. Coming down nice and controlled, 1,000 feet per minute. I like it. We're not abeam the airport, so we're not kind of in the we're not rotating right around that point like we want. So hopefully once this gets to 13, this will get right back where we need. And we can continue around until we pick that guy up there.
Christchurch traffic, November 114 Whiskey Papa, 5 mile final, runway 02, Christchurch.
Nice. That was a good call there, Fixie. Okay, there's 13. And hopefully I haven't cut the corner too much here. If I go below 13, then I've overcompensated. There we go. There, that guy's coming in. Now we can watch kind of both. If we get to 13, then we're just going to gently turn and try to follow that guy. And hopefully here in just a bit we'll intercept him. And then we'll just keep the turn going until we are getting ready to intercept the localizer. God, we're pretty close, guys. All right, gentle, gentle. Like 2 degrees. You don't need much. We're going to watch this and this and this all at the same time. Well, and this. And this 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 and this. But that's it. Those 20 instruments and nothing else. That's all we have to watch. This guy's moving, baby. This is staying. This says 13, and that's staying kind of where it needs to be. Coming down through 5,500. Piece of cake, right? In just 23 simple steps. Hey, baby, we are right where we need to be in terms of our arc. Maybe a little high. That's the only thing. So we're just going to try to keep things going. And now when we get around, again, when we get to kind of 90 degrees here, then we're gonna turn inbound and intercept the localizer. So I like it. I like where we're at. I do. And we can kind of see a little bit here and there. That's nice as well. I am basically where I could put in a notch of flaps, and even better, I'm IMC. So that right there, it's win, win, win. Yep, see, it's trying to go past 13 now, which means I need to increase my turn a little bit, and my my little ADF there is telling me that too. So hey, there we go. Look at us busting through the clouds. Okay, looking good. Got a little ways to go yet. Again, when we get to 90 degrees, we get to perpendicular here. It's like we're on our left base. We'll turn inbound. Fixie's already in, so he's clear. Rock Valkyrie's out there somewhere, and there may potentially be other traffic. So we're going to kind of watch out. 2,000 feet is where we want to be. Oh, turning a little too aggressively now. Probably could almost see the field at this point in time. Okay, let's put some power back in. We're getting a little slow. Plus, we need to level off.
Traffic. November 114, stop clear of 02 Christchurch.
Speaking of the guy, he's clear. So, we're out there. We've done pretty well. I think we've stayed on 13 pretty doggone close. Okay, so I think we're basically at the 90-degree angle. There is an official radial here. It's the 196 radial. But I think what I'm going to do is just turn inbound right now. Christchurch traffic here, New Zealand 816 is turning inbound. Runway 2, we're a 13-mile final, Christchurch. I'm just going to pick a heading that's going to intercept.
Traffic about 2 miles. The airport, we're on a right downwind, runway 02.
All right, so he's right behind us here. And I think 060 looks pretty good. We can go all the way down to 1,400, by the way. But at Idubu, it's 12 miles out. We need to be 2,000, so that's kind of where we're at. Oh, man, this has just become a really nice little flight. We've got one more leg to do, you guys. We're going to go all the way down to Queenstown. Queenstown has a crazy DME arc approach. And I did not fly it well last time I tried it, so it'll be good for a little redemption. There comes the localizer. Let's go grab it. And I also have a glide slope, so I'm just going to stay. I'm not going to descend. I'm just going to stay level. I missed that glide slope, but I think I see that runway. But yeah, I'm going to level out. I need to get into flaps range anyway. So yep, overshot that just a bit. Oh no, that's not it. We're over here, aren't we? All right. Now we're somewhere in here. We'll find it. We're a long ways away yet to see it in the daytime. Okay, there's the first notch of flaps coming in, and a 10-mile final. Yeah, we're more or less dialed in. We're going to be reffing it out at about 100. I see some blinkies out there. Oh, maybe I was looking at the right thing. I don't know. There's that point again. Ooh, we're slow, slow. Way too slow for this far out. We're still 8 miles out. 120 is not a terrible approach speed, but we don't need to be that far out, 9 miles away. So let's put some more power back in. And hey, Snake, what's up? First time chatter. Distance measuring equipment. So it tells me, so right now, this right here is telling me how far away I am from the end of the runway. So a lot of your VORs will have
Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 190, we're going to be turning a right base for runway 02.
they'll have
Christchurch.
the ability for you to track the direction that you're going, as well as know how far away you are. So you'll oftentimes see a VOR DME, paired together. Not all VORs have DMEs, and not all DMEs are VOR stations. So they don't all have the ability to give you direction per se. And then some NDB, non-directional beacon stations, also have the ability to tell you how far away you are. So it's very old school stuff. It's really, really interesting, and I'm not as good as I wish I was, but it's still fun. All right, what are we? 5 mile Christchurch traffic, New Zealand 816, 5 mile final, runway 2, Christchurch. Hopefully I'll be out of Rob's way here. I'm doing a little bit better speed wise. There's our marker. Cool. That's our outer. Is that our outer marker? Yep. I don't know that I ever heard the Morse code for the DME. Okay, I'm on gear. Speed's starting to get away from us just a little bit. Glide slope is coming in. Okay, 3 green. Yep, 3 green on the gear. Speed's coming off. Second notch of flaps coming out. Pretty much on it, guys. Wind's coming off our right hand side. Yep, third notch of flaps. That'll probably be the last. Probably be it for us. Nothing but kangaroos out here right now. This is nice. Christchurch has got lots of room, lots of wide open space. Queenstown, that not so much. All right, let's hold it there at 110. Sorry, Rob, if you're just absolutely crawling behind me. But I do have to go around. There is a procedure, but I'm just going to stay in the
Christchurch traffic.
left-hand pattern.
New Zealand 190, we're in about a 7 mile final, runway 02.
Perfect, perfect.
Christchurch.
Perfect. All right. Good spacing, boys. No reversers or anything in this guy. You just kind of have to ride it out. Boy, it is a little windy down here on the ground. Okay, I'm not going to make that one, but there's one coming up here, I hope. I believe. Yeah, right here. Alpha 4, and it's even high speed. We're doing a whole 40 knots right now. Alright, there we go. Fixie, where'd you park? I'm curious to see if my model matching... I did some work on my model matching. Christchurch traffic. Air New Zealand 816 is clear of runway 2. Just up here. So that... I'm not pointing at you right now, am I? Hopefully. Is that you? No, I see you. Right over there. Alright, cool. Alright, we're clear left. Sorry, that was right. Clear left. Alright, cleaning flaps up. We're good there. Landing lights can come off. Oh, I never turned them on. What is this checklist you speak of? What is das? Come on, girl. Let's go. She takes her time on the ground. Yeah, that was all right, wasn't it? I'm excited to take a look at it on the VAT radar and see how close we were. Getting that close to the initial fix of the arc was really just luck. I mean, pure luck. But all right, so good fixings is supposed to be in an M500 of Malibu, and that's clearly not a Malibu, but at least it's a general aviation aircraft tricycle gear. All right, let's turn some things off here, you guys, and we will we'll do a little turnaround. All right, nothing down here I think I need, but I do need to actually, let's do this. Let's turn the fuel off. Come up here and oh, there is the all right, so I don't know how well you can hear that. Let me see if we're picking up the thing I think we're picking up. This right here, the DME ILS dot dash 1 2 3 4 dash 1 2. So I'm missing those first two dashes or dots, but okay, cool. It does kind of look like a Piper.
Traffic, New Zealand 190, clear the runway off at Alpha 5, taxi to parking.
All right, so gens, inverters, we're going to put all this off for now. And then I'm gonna also turn the, whoops, I'm going to turn the alternators off here. We'll leave, the nav lights can come off, and that's faster signs can come off as well. Let's get the ground power hooked up here, and we will go to ground right up here. Yeah, oh, it did that for us automatically. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm going to take just a quick little timeout, use the facility, stretch my legs, and then when we get back, we will we'll plan our trip to Queenstown. Be right back. So, all right, let's see. We are going to do this now. Actually, let's come up here. So I kind of feel like since it's the middle of the day and we are on the VATSIM network, that I'm going to file another flight plan just in case we get some ATC. So let's use the current time. New Zealand Air 816. And now we are from CH Christchurch to QN. No, QN, yeah, Queenstown. Fokker 50, we're going to change that. So it's going to be similar. Yeah, about an hour flight. Departing runway 2, arrival 23. I think that's pretty close. No, that's different from... That's actually different from what I had originally. That's actually almost exactly backwards from what I had originally planned. All right, very nice. But that's okay. Fixie, thanks for flying, man. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Rob, I don't know if you're going to fly this second one either, but
traffic, Boxer 1 taxiing
thank you
Alpha
guys.
15 Alpha to runway 02 for departure. Christchurch traffic.
All right, so we're going to use Christchurch and the Queenstown VOR. We're going to go along Whiskey 291. You're done as well? All right, well, both of you guys, thank you. Thank you. It's awesome flying with you. There we go. All right, so we'll just do this here. And, yeah, airtime of 50 minutes. So for us, it'll be about an hour and 15 again, which is fine. We're going to pre-file this here, and we're going to try to do this the right way this time. So pre-file, and yeah, so we're a F27. We will be needing one. We'll play it safe. 120. That's our route details. We're going to say non-RNAV, capable, and shameless plug. Okay, pop that guy in there. It is filed. And why is this so big? Okay, there we go. I want what in the name of okay. Why are you guys stuck? Got so many questions. Simbrief. This is weird. So weird. Alright, looks good. There's somebody going. I don't have that livery, unfortunately, but it is a jet. So I went in and I put in. So Slant Alpha had a nice. He's got a nice model matching rule for DC3s. So I put that in, and then I went into the fly-by-wire installer and downloaded the FSLTL models as well. So hopefully, so 200, 370. I'm hoping I have less less Piper M500s that look like 737s. Impreza, you're out here as well. Hey, I get it, man. It's you guys all have work tomorrow, and yeah, appreciate you hanging though. Good talking to you. Have a good sleep. Okay, so we're calculating here. So we're really, like, all of our numbers are going to be almost the same. 102 on the departure and 100 on the arrival. So back to the top here. Parking brake is set. Let's get the nav lights back on so people know that we're in here navving. Getting ready to nav. Passenger signs can come back on as well. Fuel pump are already on. This is going to go to a blowout. We're going to start with the starboard. I'm going to put the, what is, let's check our datums here real fast. What's my temp? My temp temp. Gosh, why do... Oh, so I'm at 20 degrees now. All right, sweet. And I am at like 1,000 feet, right? So let's see if that does anything to my datum here, my dart trim. So 20 degrees and 1,000 feet. Does a little bit. So let's line up 20 and 1,000. So all I need for start here, there we go, 1,020. All I need for start is 90 increased, or a 90 increase. Yep. So when I fire this guy up, I'm going to take it all the way up to 9. I don't have to go all the way. I don't have to go all the way to full. Okay, sweet. There you go.
Christchurch traffic, Boxer 1 taking off runway 02. Christchurch traffic, final call.
Coming around. Dart trim to 90. It's just pretty late for my normal Thursday, guys, so I understand if you got to head out. Make sure you're back Saturday, though. Saturday is the big one. It's the SR-71 stream from St. Louis to Honolulu. And it's going to be the giveaway stream as well. So $25 on the line. Some lucky winner will be able to get themselves $25. Go to 90. Sweet. Okay, everything's coming up nicely. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Cool. Starter switch is coming to neutral. Gens on. Going to the aircraft battery now. Inverter 1 and 2 on. Alternator 1 and 2 on. Okay. Alright, let's do I have this set up yet? No, I need to get this set up in here. Let's close the ILS. So I am out of here. Basically, I'm going to be working off of the Christchurch VOR 1530. I'm going to be working out of here on a what? Almost direct to, aren't I? What's my heading here? I don't know. 216 outbound heading off of Christchurch. All right. So let's get 1530 and 216 set, and we'll be ready to fly. 1530. 1530 is in, and 216 on the outbound. I invited the dev, Benoit, to come hang out on one of the streams one time. I think it'd be really fun to have him just kind of like what JPC did with me with the Airbus. Just take me through some of the details. You know, you can't hit everything, right? I'm just a novice sim pilot, but he could definitely fill in some of the gaps, I think. All right, we're going to be taxiing down to runway 2, so we're just going to kind of go, I think, Alpha, cross 29er, head on down to holding point Alpha 7, and then we're on our way. I'm going to just plan like a little bit of a left-hand turn. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a right-hand turn, so it'll be a little bit easier to intercept the Christchurch VOR.
Christchurch, traffic IFR A380, Emirates 412 on descent to the ILS approach runway 02, estimates the field time 13, Christchurch.
Oh yeah, they do that. Estimate the field at time such and such. I have no idea what time it is. Oh yeah, I do. So he's about 11 minutes out. Okay, taxi lights coming on. Christchurch traffic, Air New Zealand 816 on the taxi runway 2 from the apron on Alpha, Christchurch. I thought I had a bit of scenery for this this place. Or maybe it was supposed to have some handcrafting. I need to double check that. I do have a scenery for Queenstown, and it may be conflicting with the. Now that I think about that, I didn't check. I was going to check on that, but might be conflicting with the default scenery as well. But it looks pretty good overall. Okay. Set the flaps 11.5. Can really feel that wind pushing off the right hand side. Christchurch traffic, Air New Zealand 816 will be crossing runway 29er on Alpha, Christchurch. What I file is my planned altitude here. I didn't look at that. 18,000. Okay. Check on my trims as well here, make sure that they're zeroed out. So trims and pressurization when we get down here to the end. Guy's still 6 minutes out, so we should be able to get out of there before he's ready to come in. Alright, how's my nose trim? Ooh, that was out of whack. Okay, coming down, that looks good now. The trims are actually pretty good. Pressurization needs to be 18, 18.5. Looks good. I can put this book to bed and we're out of here. Christchurch traffic, Air New Zealand 816 departing runway 2, Christchurch. Off to Queenstown we go. And I know I got a guy on final, but I think he's still a good 4 minutes out. Get her lined up here. Alright, power coming up. Takeoff power is set.
Christchurch traffic, Emirates 412, A380, turning final runway 02 Christchurch.
Oh yeah, we're good. We'll be out of his here. He's an A380 bearing down a little Fokker friendship. There's 100 and it rotates. Positive brake gear coming up. Flap speed, flaps coming up, speed checked. We'll turn right. Christchurch traffic. Air New Zealand 816 is turning right crosswind, runway 2, climbing 1000. Man, I love the detail in the towns. I don't even have mine set to Ultra Max or anything. It's just like, just looks so nice, I think. Oh, we forgot to look at the DME approach, didn't we? Dang it. Alright. Oh well. Alright, there we go. There's altitude, or attitude, sorry, and heading set. Arm, turn that guy. We're going. And then we're going to turn, just get kind of clear of the area here, which we sort of are. Turn on the downwind. Christchurch traffic. Air New Zealand 816 is a Fokker F27. We're turning on the downwind, runway 2, departing the area to the south. We're climbing 2,800. Yeah, we're well away from the airport now. It's way over there. There you go. Yeah, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. On we go into the clouds. And not really worried about icing because, again, it was like a positive, yeah, it's positive 10. So we're in good shape. And I think what I'm going to do is actually keep the turn going just a little bit so I can intercept this outbound radial. And then it's kind of a straight shot, although we're going to have to do some stuff to make our way into Queenstown, but we'll take a look at that once we get up to cruise. Weather down at Christchurch too is not great. Broken at 1,900, broken at 2,700, and there's just mountains. Wait, sorry. That was Christchurch I was looking at. I want Queenstown. Let me try that again. Let's try that again. Hopefully it's not as bad down Queenstown way because, oh yeah, we've got a green dot down Queenstown. Winds 250 at 6, and yeah, pretty clear. some scattered clouds at 11,000. Temps 24, viewpoint 11. All right, all right. I can live with that. What's up, Stu? Hello, Raiders. We are heading out of Christchurch, heading down to Queenstown here in New Zealand. Flying the BGT, the Benoit Giron. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but the Freeware F27 Friendship. Love this plane. Happy Thursday, everybody. Maybe even happy Friday for some of you. I think it's late. Tarsus, hello. First time chatter. Good to see you. All right. We're climbing like an F28 almost here, man. We're going crazy. ELW, what is up? Good to see you. Hope you guys are having a good night. Thanks again for stopping by. It's going to be a little over an hour flight time, so you caught us just at the right time if you want to see the whole flight here. If you've been doing the stuff and you got to work in the morning, hey, I understand. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Means a lot. We've had a great flight. We flew a really funky, well, not funky, we flew a DME arc approach, and it wasn't half bad. We're gonna take a look at it here. Like, we didn't do too bad. Where am I? Is this me? Will it give me my track on the first flight, I wonder? Aw, man. I really wanted to see that.
Christchurch, traffic Emirates 412, vacating right, taxi.
Apparently not, but anyway. All right, Stu. Take care, buddy. Love your work on the scopes, by the way. Keep it up, man. Wanted to ask a question. How do you reload a flight plan after you go around or you lose track of an approach? What aircraft are you flying, Tarsus? Because it kind of depends a little bit on that. You don't know, STW-222 is a high-level center controller in the Indy. Fly-by-wire 320. All right, so I don't know specifically about that. In the Phoenix, I believe, though, if you do a go around, that part of your flight plan should be already in your FMC. And when you like before you depart, you should step through your flight plan, right, to make sure that all the waypoints are where they're supposed to be. There's no discontinuities, all that. So all that stuff should be in there. So you shouldn't have to reload anything if you do a go around. You need to just go toga and gear up, flaps up, and just re-engage your autopilot, and it'll take you out, and it'll fly the Airbus is so automated, right? It'll fly the missed approach for you. Now, if you need to change something, then it's a matter of you go to your flight plan and then you click on the arrival airport. You click on departures and arrival and you select your arrival airport, and then you can change your runway or your approach or whatever that way. But yeah, and I haven't done one in the fly-by-wire, but I think their avionics are pretty good and pretty comparable to like the Tolus or the Phoenix. But yeah, you shouldn't have to really reload anything. It should do it for you. Now, a lot of the missed approaches will take you up like to a holding point, and when you are in the hold, that's when you reprogram like the ILS runway 27 approach or something like that. So I mean, you will have to, when you come back down, you'll have to program all that stuff back in. But as far as the missed approach, like one of your checklist items, right, is setting the missed approach altitude, to make sure that you, like, if you do have to go you know, if you have to go around, you have all that stuff. Now the other thing that can happen is ATC can, like if you say, you know, this Delta 816, we're going missed. The ATC might say, okay, climb to, you know, whatever, 3,000, fly heading 27. Like they may give you a vector, and if that happens, then that supersedes what's in your FMC. They'll kind of vector you around. So then you have to sort of like as they're taking you around to bring you back in, like you're going to have to kind of be looking down and plugging in your approach again. But that's kind of how I've done it. I do know Mr. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, who's a real life Airbus pilot, has been here a little bit. I don't know if he's still here or if he's went to bed, but I tell you what, Taurus, it's not a skill that I practice nearly enough. And so if I ever had to do it, like fly the complete published miss, like it would be a very sketchy deal. Even though it's all there and automated, it would still be, I would not probably fare very well doing that. Snake, what's up? Yo. So I don't know if you have the ability, you know, before your next flight to do a practice. Like that would be really good. Just take off and like just set up a, like take off from wherever you're taking off from, and put that as your arrival airport also, and just fly out, you know, fly yourself out about 50 miles or to the start of the arrival, and just plug in the full ILS or whatever you're doing. Make sure that missed approach is there, and then just practice flying the published miss. You can do that just like you can do pattern work. So it's a pretty good way to just stay proficient with that kind of stuff, because no one ever does. No one practices that in VATSIM. And sure enough, you'll be at a busy event and you'll need to do that, and you won't be able to, and it'll be like crap, or you'll be sloppy and you'll be kicking. If you're like me, you'll be sloppy and you'll be kicking yourself. You'll be like, why didn't I practice that? Here's us doing New Zealand stuff. Let me see if I can make this even better. Oh, jeez. I totally shot through my... I was busy talking go-arounds. I've shot through my outbound radial here, guys. Oops, sorry about that. Let's do the re-intercept of shame here. That'll be pretty close, and we'll go back outside. I've got an i9 processor. I've got a 3080 GPU and 32 gigs of RAM. Sticky, what's up? I'm with you. I'm with you. And I honestly, I think the only ones that I've ever done where I felt halfway proficient, look at this river. It's awesome. Have been the ones where the ATC has vectored me. Now it's different. Like I've done a few missed approaches, like in a Cessna, you know, where you're VFR and you come in, you don't like how you've lined it up, and you just go around, like you just stay in the pattern there. I've done that plenty, but like in a right proper big jetliner, yeah, I haven't done that in a while. But you could start, you know, most of those airplanes now you can start ready to push, right? You don't have to go through the whole cold and dark. So you could put yourself, you know, on the stand ready to go, basically. And all you have to do is put in your, just put in your airport as your arrival, and take a look at your chart. Take yourself out to that waypoint, turn yourself inbound, and you can practice that thing all day long. All right. I did overshoot this by quite a bit as I look at my path, but we'll get back on it here. We've got a little over an hour, so we should be fine. All right, so I've got 2,000 to go. When we get leveled off, I'm gonna take a look at the arrival into Queenstown. All my temps are looking good. Again, I think I was looking at this completely wrong, guys. I was looking at this as though this was my engine temps. This is my oil temp. I don't know what I'm thinking here. My engine temps are down here, and they're doing fine. They're just fine. I think I did that whole first leg looking at that the wrong way. When you fly to Dublin, I love that airspace, man. I for the longest time, like when I first started flying in Europe, that was my hub. Like, I'm like, I just need a safe spot that I know you can taxi around, and I know the approaches and the departures, and so that was like my go-to spot. I need to get, like, there's an updated scenery for it. I need to get that, and what a great place to fly. And that place gets some weather, so that's a spot where you do need to know, like, how to fly a mist. The other thing that I think is kind of fun, and I've never done this, but like you can arrange ahead of time with ATC. So like, say you've got, like Stu. Say Stu's working, he work at Columbus or something, and doesn't have much traffic, right? Like you can request, working missed approaches, and I think sometimes the ATC likes that as well, because I don't think they don't oftentimes get a lot of that, like if we're being honest, right, most of the time, even if it's a bad approach, like we try to stuff it in there, right? Like we'll dive and chase it, or we'll fly way too low, or we'll come in way too fast. I mean, like if we're more than a dot off of the glide slope, like, we don't care. We're bringing it in, right? So I think it's good for the ATC to also have that practice. Sticky, what's your aircraft of choice? You like flying? Oh gosh, 18,000. Nah, doggone it, I overshot it, and I don't have my. This might save my bacon here. 2992. And we're close enough. We're close. Maybe not. All right, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna come back off of here. I'm gonna pitch it forward a little bit so I can get on 18. Just about. All right, I like that a lot better. Okay, cool. Hey, pure luck. What is up, guys? Welcome in, Raiders. Here, Luck, out doing that world tour again. I was kind of lurking on your channel a little bit, like the Longy and that what, the 900? I don't what 7. Have you got early access to an aircraft I don't know about, stick figure? How's it going? 17. Let's see. I'm making sure I haven't missed anything, by the way. Here, Luck, welcome. Bonsoir. Happy Thursday evening, sir. And how are you? How's the family? How's the new little one? How's life, man? I see you're rocking it on both Twitch and YouTube now. You're multi-platform streaming. That's awesome, dude. That is way cool. If you guys don't already know Pure Luck or STW222, by the way, make sure you go check them out. Did my Pure Luck. Why didn't my raid or shout out work for you? Dang it.
Good job.
There we go. There we go. Little one's on the way. Oh, that's right, doing April. Yeah, that's right, that's right. 787. Can't eat and type at the same time. So that's the Kuru, or is that the Horizon? Which one of those is the one to have right now? Like the Kuru does one and the Horizon does the other. I can't. That's one of the things I'm actually looking forward to when I upgrade to Flight Sim 2024. Whoops. There we go. Let's not miss that again. I did the basic when I did Flight Sim 2020. I did the basic pack, so I missed out on all those planes, the Longitude and the 787 and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Kuru is the 8 and the Horizon's the 9. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I wonder how are they? They're probably not quite working yet in 24, are they? I haven't seen too many people flying them in 2020. I've actually seen more people flying the Innie builds, A300 and A330, than anything else. So, yeah, those are all the little things I'm gonna kind of let that sort out. Anyway, all right, 18,000. Let's check our dart trim here, and what's our temperatures? A minus, shoot, I don't know, 12 or something like that. We might be where we need to be here. So minus 12. So we're kind of like, we probably could, you know what? If we're in the negative 12s but we're 18,000, we probably would be more like, how would you estimate that? I'm thinking we can pull back a little bit on our dart trim here. I'm thinking. Let's I'm gonna go back to 8 here on each, and we'll just kind of pay attention to the temps. Nothing really happening there. And then I'm going to pull back a little bit on the RPMs, so we can go. That's 1420 at cruise, so we're like almost 15 right now. So we'll just pull back.
Scotty.
Oh, hey Scotty, what's up, man? 40 months, holy cow, dude. How are you, Scotty? Scotty's working hard to get me to jump into truck sim with him, which is way cool. I've been messing around with that a little bit. All right, we're going to come back to open right there for the HP valves. I'm doing okay, Scotty. I've got a day off tomorrow, kind of, sort of. I have to go get a little minor surgery on my hand, so I'm taking a medical day tomorrow, and I'm a little bit nervous about that. So I'm taking out my nerves with Flight Sim. So yeah, all right, Pure Luck, you're out here. Sleep well, buddy. We'll see you next time. Yeah, it's super minor. It's trigger finger release, and I've had it done on the other hand. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, but I don't like needles and all that stuff, so it's always that it's an hour. I think it's going to take an hour. It's going to take me probably longer to drive to where I have to get the surgery done and back home than it will the whole procedure. So, but anyway, it'll be nice because I have not been able to use my right hand. I've had these two fingers don't work right, and so it's been tough. Like, that's my throttle hand, man. I need that. That's my collective. No, it's not my collective hand because I have everything on the other side. But you know how it is. It's my mouse hand. Luckily, my mouse finger is working okay. So, but I can't, like, if I wanted to flip somebody the bird, it'd be tough to do. I can't. Like, the kids come up to me in the hall and they're wanting to give me knuckles, and I can't do it with this hand. I kind of do that, like, and I feel like the elephant man. Give me knuckles, kid. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting it done, but I'm not wanting to go do it, if you know what I mean. I've waited as long as I can, tried every non-invasive approach that I could, but it's just, yeah, it is what it is. But welcome in again, Scotty. Great to see you. Stick, you don't have any serious flights in 2024 yet. Yeah. Have you been, you've been flying along with Conti a little bit, though. Have you been doing those flights in 24 or still just in 2020? Yeah, it's the thing of it too, Scotty, is it's got to the point where it's pretty painful. And so, like, if I hit it on something at night, like, it wakes me up and I'm like, all right, I just got to get this done. Old man body of mine breaking down. All right, guys, if it's okay with you, before we get too serious about this approach, we are about 68. Yeah, so we're getting close to halfway there. I'm going to take another quick break and let me go see if I got any more coffee upstairs. I'll be right back. Scotty, it's your airplane. So the runway 23 approach here. I'm going to get back inside so you can actually hear me. Runway 23 into Queenstown. So we obviously can't shoot an RNP because we are non-RNAV. So we need to look at these VOR. So either B, Bravo, or Charlie. So let's just take a look. I don't honestly know which one we want here. All right, this one wouldn't be too bad. It'd be coming in. We could be coming in. Oh, we could even try to find, try to hit ECVOX here and bring it in on a 222 at 8,500. Make our turn here at, this is a 12 DME. Yeah, let's do that. What's the difference between the VOR Charlie? Oh, that's coming from the other side. Yeah, so we want the, so this is the one that I flew and not very well, I might add. I flew the arc okay, but then I really struggled with the altitude. Because you're kind of like stepping down here, and I ended up really high. But it's a super high missed approach altitude here because it's nothing but mountains, and so you have to climb the heck out of here. You can see what you have to do. You have to come back out of here on a 231. You got to get back up over 5,700, 6,000. You know, so you really got to go. But for us, I think this this VOR DME Bravo is going to be our boy. So we're going to work off the Queenstown VOR 13.6 outbound or inbound 222. We're going to try to get to ECVOX. In fact, I might even put that in here. I'm actually gonna just do this. Let's go ECVOX. Let's just change that up. Let's not worry about the airway per se. I mean, we can still go to Meloc. That's fine. We can still do that much of it, and then so when we get to Meloc, we're gonna just kind of take a little bit of a left-hand turn here, 212 to intercept this 222 to Delta 0. I don't even know that it may not. That might even put it on the Delta 042L. Let me see if I can put that on there. Delta 042L. Oh, yeah, heck yeah. So, a little bit of a left-hand turn to ECVOX, and then a 13-mile run to Delta 042 Lima, and then we'll turn left. We'll stay on this DME arc until we intercept 259 inbound, and that'll take us all the way on in. Okay, so let me see if I get this right. We're going to go 7100 at Adcock, step down to 5920, then that's at 7, then 4930 at 4, then at 2 we hit the MDA. Airport elevation's at 11,000. Okay, yeah. So you can see the missed approach altitude is 4,720, and then let's see. This is the we have to. So we have to get in here. That's right. We have to do a little work once. So we're not coming towards the airport. We're coming towards the VOR. So once we get to the VOR, we make a right-hand turn. We loop around. We got to stay above 2461, this little peak. We make our way down. So if we don't have good visual by 2 miles from the VOR, then we have to get the heck out of Dodge. And so for us, that would mean we just turn left, we climb up here to LROB at 8,500. All right, that's it. 43 simple steps, and you too can can land your aircraft. We're no longer tracking the outbound. Let me update my heading bug here. Let's go to heading mode. Let's go ahead and change to the inbound. This is a crazy approach, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Truly do. All right, what did I say? 13.6. It's just such a fun place to fly. Such a challenge. Okay, 13.6. That's good. We are indeed picking things up here. Make a little bit of a correction and get back on the localizer. We're 78 miles out, and $25 and 13 is 38, and another 13 is 51. When we're 51 from Queenstown, we need to make that little bit of a left-hand turn. So we're just about there. 212 will be that heading. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. So we're not that far off of it right now. There's 210. Boom, boom. 212. Then we will also change our inbound course to be 221 at that point. So we'll make a little bit of a left-hand turn over there, and probably not a terrible place to start the descent. Also, we've got to get ourselves down to 7,100. So basically, we got to lose 11,000. 11 times 3 is 33. So that'll be plenty early on that. And the mountains around here are tall. Lots of 8,000 footers. The MDA is 8,500. So we can, as soon as we kind of make our turn here, I'm going to go down to 8,500. We'll just step our way down here, and that way we don't have to worry about trying to make some professional, super smooth approach. We don't need to worry about that. Ain't nobody got time for that. No coffee. Just sticking with water. Good to be well hydrated, right? Still have my landing lights on. You have way too much confidence. No, those are off. What are those that I have on? I must have those. Must be nav lights or something. Maybe it's just reflecting in the sunlight. Yeah, maybe that's it. What a beautiful place, though. Holy cow. I was pretty happy with our first DME approach today, I'll be honest. And part of it was because we were like, it was nice, not very windy, and like pretty clear. So like it was not that hard to do, right? That's a different story when you got a lot of weather. Maybe it's nighttime. But we hand flew it the whole way. And I'm going to try to do the same thing. I'm going to try to hand fly this guy too. So 13.6, I can leave 13.6 in. So this is kind of nice. I don't have to do any frequency switcheroos. Okay, what did I say? 51. So we want to make our little left-hand turn here. It's not going to be much of a turn, that's for sure. Scotty, you streaming tonight? Get the night off, hanging over in my my channel, mate. Yeah, I don't see you up. Got some good ones. Moose is in the Airbus. Foxtrot is doing some river following. Chill Maze is in a helicopter. Heck yeah. Fliggity, he's doing a little challenge league. Angry One Horn is, he's doing some Warcraft tonight. So the dudes I have tonight off. Yeah, cool, man. Well, it's always good to hang out with you, man. Scotty, did you say, are you going to Expo? Did I ask you this already? Anybody here who in chat's going to? I know I talked to Fear Luck already. He's out. He went to bed. He's having a baby in April, so he's not going to make it. But anybody else going down to Expo? Not sure. Okay. I'm going to be there, so I'm going to try to coordinate, connect with as many people as I can. That was the only other one I went to. That was the highlight of a bunch of awesome other stuff that went on, but meeting everybody in person was really cool. Okay, 51, and then we're gonna also start to come down, so let's pull back here, do our 1100 RPMs for the descent down to 8,500. That'll be the plan. Heading mode, boom. Altitude mode, altitude hold coming off. Pitch down, 1,500. And down the hill we go. This becomes 221. So yeah, it'll take a second to kind of intercept that guy. And then at that point, we'll have only 13 more miles to run to get to our arc. And that is, ironically, it's a 12 DME arc that we'll be shooting. Shooting that around to 259. Altimeter in Queenstown is 1014, so not much of an adjustment there. It's kind of nice. All right, I should set my rad alt. Except I don't know if I. Oh wait, yeah, where is it? It's crazy high. It is, I don't even have enough room to set it. It's, it's 4,000. Never mind. It's 4,000 feet. 4,200. That's right. It's on the way into the VOR. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. All right, cool. All right, back to the low. It'll make a little correction here. That's okay. I want to be where we're supposed to be here in... basically that'll be 25 miles out, so we've got about 20 miles to get there. So the GoPro view, right? Actually, this is the cool view. If you had a GoPro, this is where I'd want to mount it. I'd say I really like this. I mean, it's definitely freeware, you know, in some ways. Not all the systems are modeled, but visually it looks pretty nice. There's a few things, you know, a little lower fidelity engine and things like that, but again, you cannot beat the price and what little I've found out about this developer. Seems like a pretty good dude, and he's responsive to the community, and I think he's going to actively develop this plane. So yeah, next year is a sure thing, if not this year. Yeah, man, I'm with you. I couldn't make it last year, so I made it to Houston, but I missed Vegas. Now we're doing this one here, and it's a pretty, like, as far as conventions go, like, it's pretty affordable, but it is still a chunk of dough to get to these places. I mean, I guess if you lived in the kind of the New York, Boston area, which is where most people live, so I get that, you know, but that's why they put it in Houston and, you know, Las Vegas and Providence, because they can handle these big crowds. They're not bringing it to my hometown, which is a shame. I can see why we want 8,500 here. Whoops. Okay, and again, we want, this is going to be 13, 12, 25 miles, so we're just about there. 8 miles to go. We need to be down 8,500. So 4 times 3, 12. Yeah, we're going to be a little high, but we'll keep heading down. Got to be at 7,100 at ADUC. And I can't really, I'll pull back a little bit more on the power. Going almost 200 knots now. There we go. We're going to lose a little. It'll bleed off quickly. $25 will be ECFOV, and then we're down again, trying to get to 7,100 at the 12 DME mark. That'll be when we take over and hand fly it. We'll switch this to 259. And we'll try to intercept that as the inbound toward the VOR. Man, this is what a place to put an airport. I mean, it's literally in a bowl. You guys have probably all been there in the sim, but it is I would have loved to have been on the planning committee that figured out how in the heck are we going to get airplanes in here in instrument conditions. All right, 8.5 coming up here, 1,000 to go. I do think I'm at a level. Yeah, because we're pretty darn close, aren't we? Let my speed probably bleed off a little too much here, but that's okay. And this is the terrain that's worrying me right now. So we're going to go ahead at 8.5. And right there, I tell you what, 8.5 at 25 DME, that ain't bad. It's about where we want to be. Did I not get that clicked up? So I didn't. Alright. Or like I say, 8,300 and change. Oops. So I think once I make it over this hill, and this hill is listed as 6,400, but it just seems like a lot closer. But once I get over this hill, then I can drop down to 7,100. I think our airport's right in this little hole right here. The other thing I've noticed about this airport is it's always busy. Like there's always a couple aircraft at least flying into or out of this. Like this is one of those destination airports, like Jackson Hole. It's just so beautiful. People love flying here. Oh, you look like I got 1,000 feet of separation there, man. I don't know. Is my altimeter off? What's my altimeter? 014 is what it's supposed to be. I don't know. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. I've got seven-ish miles. Yeah, I tell you what, and there's some wonderful freeware stuff, but there's some just almost some of the best payware stuff down here. Gosh dang, a guy could go broke flying, buying scenery down here, because it's just like Lord of the Rings everywhere you look, right? All right, down we go. Queenstown traffic, Air New Zealand 816 is 20 miles to the northeast of the field, and we're maneuvering for the VOR DME runway 23 approach. Two, three. Yeah, 23. Okay, so down we go again. We want 7,100 at 12. Then we want 259. In fact, I think we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna just start the hand fly process. No time like the present to mess things up. Let's turn this to 259. That is what we want to intercept on the inbound. And where are we at here? 14 miles. We got to get ourselves down here a little bit. Boy, I couldn't imagine, like, if you were in a snowstorm or something here. Wow, this would be so intimidating, as you know there's all these mountains just below you. Okay, that's 12. Let's make our turn here. Let's see how we do. And 7,100 is what we want to be when we get to Aqueduct. So we're going to level out here. Hey, Moose. Welcome in, guys. We're doing a little hand fly, oh gosh, I need to turn way more because I'm losing my DME here. Trying to do a little DME arc into Queenstown, and we're already botching it because it's supposed to be a 12-mile DME, and I was down to 10 there. So welcome in, you're just in time. All right, there we go. All right, probably not going to be able to get all the way back out to 12, but at least it won't be. You kind of see the idea here, right? Out through this little area. Since we can see the terrain, how about we let the terrain help us a little bit? We're supposed to be 7,100. We're a little low, but welcome in. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Kithrick, hello. And yeah, thanks for coming in. Just perfect timing. We did a hand fly DME arc into Christchurch a little while ago, and then I thought, oh, what the heck? Let's tempt fate. Let's let's try another. I'm already kind of screwing it up, but luckily we're in good condition. So this is a good time to practice, right? Because when you're in good weather, it's good to practice this stuff. So when you're in bad weather, you don't, maybe a little bit more proficient. So I totally botched that because I'm just now getting to 12 and I got to kind of turn. I'm trying to track my NDB needle here, and I'm almost to the intercept point. Yep, in fact, there comes the localizer. So we're going to come to here, and we're going to start stepping down. So I need to be at 4,950 at 4 DME. And then it's 4,270 at 2, and that's our decision height. All right. Queenstown traffic. Air New Zealand 816 is turning inbound the VOR 11 miles to the east. Queenstown. All right, so down we go. Again, we have the benefit of it being nice weather, but basically your decision height is 4,200 feet, and then you got to make a hard left and get the heck out of there. Climb all the way up to 8,500 to hold. So this is a cool approach for those of you that have never done it. You're actually flying towards the VOR out here. The airport's over here, so just getting down to find the VOR is only half the fun. Then we have to do a little right hand, like a right hand, almost a right hand 360, like a right hand 270 to find the runway. So again, very thankful that we have nice weather. I'd be a little puckered right now if it was rainy or something I couldn't see. All right, at 7, let's check our altitudes here. 7, I need to be 59.20, and I'm a little high, so I need to, oh, I'm fast though too, so let me slow down. That'll help. Okay, my next altitude is 49.30 at 4. Need to get some flaps out here. There's the airport. All right, I'm gonna put a first notch of flaps out here, guys. We want to make this turn nice and slow if we're able. There's 4, and I am high. I'm like 800 feet high. So I got to get down 4,270 at 2. Queenstown traffic. Air New Zealand is about 3 miles from the field, we're going to be on the DME approach runway 23, Queenstown. There's 3. We're getting closer now, 4,200. So if we were to not have visual of the airport at 4,270, we would turn and we'd fly out this chute right here. So since we do have it, though, we're going to make our right-hand loop and come on in and land. All right. Airport elevation is 1,100 feet, roughly. Just keep the turn going. We're a little slow. I don't mind 120 here. We do have a tiny little hillside. 2460, so we can't get too aggressive on the turn. I think we might be going right over the top of it here. It's right on the other side of this lake. 2,460. Got to get over the top of that guy, and that's our last little obstacle, and then we're in. Yep, there she is. Happy little hill right there. And I do need to basically go right over the top of it to get lined up with the runway. So I don't want to try to cut the corner too much. That's like a little bit of an aiming point. Just this side of it, according to the charts, will get me lined up. Yep, I think this is pretty good. Innsbruck, eat your heart out, man. Paro Schmaro. Greg, this is the BGT F27 freeware. Queenstown traffic. Air New Zealand 816 is turning inbound. 2 mile final, runway 23. Queenstown. Alright, we're going to slap a couple of notches of flaps in here. Gears down. I bubbled up just a little bit there, guys. So here I am high again. This is kind of what I did the first time when I was trying to shoot it the other way. I ended up just way too high. But I think we can slip it in there a little bit. Not sure this plane's really rated for slippage, but get some power back in. I'm a little slow. I want 100 on the ref. Alright, flaps are down. They're full. Gears down 3 green. Have heard 0 radio calls down there. I am high, so I'm going to be a little long on the landing here, but that's just going to be the way it is. This is almost like a London City approach here. Look at this, 1,500 feet per minute. Bloody hell. Tea and crumpets. Oof. Oh, baby. Yeah. I might have a couple of numbers to call at the end of the flight. Oh. Well, I was crabbing a little bit more than I thought I was, too. Well, yeah, it's not going to win any beauty contest, but we're down. Yes, sir, Greg. I'm a big fan of this aircraft. It's a fairly new release, but it shows a lot of promise. There's no doubt about that. We've flown it several times already, and yeah, really enjoying it. All right, we're there, dudes. Hopefully nobody was watching too close. And Queenstown traffic, Air New Zealand 816 is clear of 23. And I think we're just going to go straight in. Spot 2 here. Turn a couple lights off here for the ground crew. Ugh. That's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Holy cow. Goodness gracious. I need a little oomph to get there. Alright, that ought to work. And welcome to Queenstown. That was an awesome flight, you guys. Alright, let's turn some stuff off here, shall we?
Well,
that stuff can be turned off. And let's see, come over here. What do we need? Fuel booster pumps can come off. The pitot. Yes. Nothing else on that side. We're going to turn the inverters off. We're actually going to turn just everything off here. Can I do that all in one stop? No, can't. Off, there. Oh, crud. I left the landing lights and stuff on. Sorry, ground crew. My bad. Off. God, I think that's about it, guys. So this guy can come off as well. Yeah. It has a really good propeller spool down too, by the way. But man, oh man, that was pretty good. That was all the way down, basically the east coast of the, what do they call this? Is this the South Island? Is that what they call it? So we started in Wellington and made our way all the way down to Christchurch and then down to Queenstown, which is not a tremendously long flight, but in this plane it was a little over 3 hours. So you know what the hey. Obama shirt just followed a minute ago. Welcome, Obama shirt. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along. And I think I'm probably, yeah, it's getting kind of late here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kind of call it good. You know what we're going to do is, since we're kind of over in this neck of the woods, why don't we go pay Amplify Oz? Let's go say hey to Tristan, pay him a little visit. We'll raid out to him. Thanks for the nice raids, you guys, by the way. Actually, hold on. Where are my manners? Stand by. Yes, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Appreciate the again the raids. Mustafa, thank you. Scotty Dahadi, thank you. Pure Luck, thank you. Stewie, thank you. And then all the new friends here. Aronok, hello. Obama shirt, thank you for the follows. Pat Dog 35. Excuse me, all of a sudden I have the hiccups, but nice to meet you guys and welcome aboard. My name is Brant. Thanks for watching the Melvin Leroy channel. I'm going to be back on Saturday. Nothing tomorrow, day off tomorrow, but I'll be back on Saturday, and it's a big one. It's a big one in two ways. Number one, we're going to be flying the SR-71 Blackbird over in X-Plane 12. We're going to be going from St. Louis to Honolulu. It's going to be the longest flight I've attempted in that aircraft, and you should know that in 12 flights, 12 practice flights, I've had one successful point A to point B where I've taken off and landed. This last one was pretty close. I ran out of fuel like 23 miles from where I was going and crashed into a field. But anyway, that's part of the big news. And but the other part is Saturday is going to be a giveaway stream. So I'm going to be doing a $25 gift card or PayPal transaction at the conclusion of the stream on Saturday. I have decided that I'm going to go a little bit early on Saturday, guys. I don't know exactly when, but it'll probably be like 8 o'clock my time in the morning, which is 10 o'clock kind of east coast of the US. So that's, I think that's like 1500 ish Zulu, is that right? 1500. Anyway, I'll get a firm time put down, and I'll make sure I let everybody know when that is, so you can swing in, because it'll be about like it's gonna only take us about 3 hours if I do it right to go St. Louis to Hawaii. So it'll be kind of fun. Yeah, sticky thing. Thank you. I will need it. I'm just feeling comfortable enough that I feel like I know what should happen. But then, like, there's so many things in that plane that can go wrong. And if you just blink, like, all of a sudden you're on fire and upside down. So it'll be fun one way or the other. Because I might have to do 2 mid-air refuelings. It's going to be a hootenanny. So I hope you can make it. But anyway, all right, that's it for me. I got the raid started for Amp Os. Please go over there, as many of you as you can, even if you can't stay. Let's send him a big number. Say hey, give him some spam emotes and all that stuff, and yeah, I'll meet you over there here, and I'll hang for a little bit. So thanks again for a great flight. See you on Saturday. Have a good Friday. Take care, everyone. God bless.